Hi and welcome to Java NetBeans lifetime record system. Okay, this is how it works. We can always change whatever country to whatever we want, and date of birth you can change that to, let's say, 1970, and let's select the dates. Let's say December 29 up to date. So the whole idea is for you to calculate the date of birth to present date. Okay, that's today's date. So when you click on this, that'll tell you how many years you are. You are 46 years old. Number of weeks spent, or number of weeks lived on Earth, number of days lived on Earth, hours on Earth, minutes on Earth, and seconds on Earth. That is how the system works. You can always reset, enter maybe your friends or whatever details there, and select months up to present day and work that out as well. Okay, that's how the system works. So what I will do now is take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now. Hi and welcome to Java NetBeans tutorial. In this session I'm going to develop a system that will check you how many years you've lived on Earth, how many days, how many hours, minutes, and so on. So let's start by clicking on and then we select Java application, click on next. So I'm going to call it Java_live and check this and click on finish. Alright, now that's Java_live is ready somewhere here. Let's see, there we go. Now right click on it, go to new and select JFrame Forms. I'm going to give that a name. I'll just call it alive, and here I'll call A_live and click on finish. There we go, guys. Now let's click on this form, right click on it and select set layout. I'm going to make it absolute layout. You can see the blue around it. Now click on it, go to the code here, and let's change this. I'm going to change that to approximately 1000. I'm going to go for 1000.1602, comma, and I'll make this, let's go for 700 here. No, I'll go for 800. And click on center right here. There we go. The next thing I want to do is, let me get the following component on board. I'm going to need label. I think I can even make it all labels. So one thing first, let's change the property of this very label. Come right down here, change this to maybe 36, right? Okay, and I'll now copy it across. We'll need a couple of those, copy and paste. Copy that, paste. We have 4. I think we're gonna need just 2, I think, and 1 here. Alright, let's move it somewhere here. And we can copy all of this and just paste it there. If we don't need it, we just delete it. Okay, for these very labels that are highlighted, let's come straight to the border here. We're going to change the border to Yeah, make the border full. Click on OK, move it in and increase it that much. Let's align horizontal right. Let's see, alignment horizontal, make that right, and delete the text content that we have in there. They're all gone. Now let's come in here, the size, the height. Let's change the height to maybe 30. I'll increase it a little bit more, 40. Yeah, make that 50 or 60. Let's see, that's too much. Yeah, I think that's fine. That is fine. Just need to move these two up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. Alright, before I continue, move this somewhere here. I'm going to need buttons. Maybe we should put those buttons in the panel and drag it that much. And change the property settings of this panel. Let's come in here, change that to, let's go into bevel and lowered. Right, now the buttons, let's grab maybe 3 of those. 1, 2 and 3. Let's change, right click on this panel and change it to absolute. Yeah, that's fine now, so I can move freely. Okay, increase the font size on this. Let's make it bold, 36. Right, so 1 will be exit. Let's come in here, change this to exit, and this will be reset. This is check live. Right, okay, now that we have our buttons in place, the next thing we want to do now is we need the component that we will use to get the time and the date. So that's very important. So to get that, what you guys will have to do is go onto your browser and in there just enter download JCalendar jar. Okay, once you click on that, you see this very link here, this very first link here. Click on it, right, and you scroll right down, and that is it. That's the zip file right there. The latest version is 1.4. click on it and download it. Okay, so I'm going to close that now. The next thing you will do is come straight in here into your palette, right click on your palette and select palette manager, this very one, and look for add from jar. Click on that, then you look for the very file that you've just downloaded. I have mine in here, and that is it right there, JCalendar -1.4. click on next, and that is it right there. Select that. Okay, if you want to see the rest of the files, you can always click on show all Java beans. Click on that, and those are all the different files. Okay, but the one I need is show mapped Java beans. Alright, select that, click on next, and then click on where you want the folder where you want the file to be stored. I'm talking about this very component where you want the component to be stored. Like I want my component to be stored in here, so just click on finish. That's supposed to be swing control. Click on finish there. Alright, if you need another one, repeat the same process. Click on next, and this time around, let's say we want to go for jDateChooser. Okay, and click on next, and click on swing container. Click on finish there. Let's say I want to go for one more. Let's go for this very one here. Let's see months. Right. Okay, and let me put months in here as well, and there. Click on close once you're done, and you can then have a look at your swing container right there. Those are the component that you just added onto the palette. Okay, and swing control, you can see the calendar, JCalendar, jDateChooser. So if you want, let's just pick them up and you see, let's see what they are all about. So look at this very one, jLabels. Click on that. I'm going to drop that here. Okay, and if I click on control or click on compile, we can always compile and run. Let's see what's going to happen. Click on OK to compile it and select this. Once you select that, you see all of those countries. Okay, let's see. We have different countries in there. We have Sweden, we have English USA, that's supposed to be USA, that's how they've written it. We have Yemen, Indo, that is India, English Malta, and so on. Hey, guess what? Where's Nigeria? Okay, there's no Nigeria in there. That means this thing is not ready yet for use. So let's select it. I want to come in here and select Nigeria. How can you miss out Nigeria? Okay, right in here, you see where it says model right there. Click on the model, and right here I'm going to embed Nigeria somewhere here. Okay, Nigeria is an English speaking country as well, so I'm going to call it English Nigeria. There we go. Nigeria is in the house. What about Ghana? Ghana is another English speaking country. Let's put Ghana in there as well. Okay, now, alright, let's see what other country. We have South Africa there. Yeah, what about my Kenya? Yeah, my Kenya people. Let me put Kenya there. Kenya speak English as well, so let's put Kenya there. Yeah, I guess I'm right. Okay, sorry, the rest of African nation, I cannot continue with all of this, adding the names of all African nation there. Well, I guess you guys will understand. So let's click on OK. So if I run it now again, let's see, those countries should be on board. Scroll right down. We have Kenya there, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, USA. Where is my Britain? That's United Kingdom. Alright, so that's good enough for me. So that's how that one works. Now the other ones, let's play around the other one. You see this very one, that's to do with the date picker. So with that, I'm going to need that anyway. So click on that, paste that in there. I'm going to need 2 of those, and let's copy 2 of these as well. Let's put that here. Let's see if we can increase the font size of those components. there is a font size there, right? Okay, something that much. All right, so if I run this now, compile and run, there we go. So you can always select, you see that, the month and so on, and just then click on this button to check how many years. That's supposed to be the whole idea. Okay, so let's enhance that, something about that, and we'll continue. I'll just speed up the whole process now that we have all our components on board. I have all of the components we intend to use on board. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, let's run it and you guys see how it looks like for now. There, that's how the whole system looks like. I don't need this, but I'm just going to leave it there. Let's select any country. Here, let's select Israel. Where's Israel? There we go. There. And here, just select whatever in there. So the whole idea is, when I click on this, that should work out should tell me years on out, weeks on out, days on out, hours on out, minutes on out, and seconds on out, just like I've done in Visual Basic and C#. Alright, let's take care of the exit first. Right click and let's go for event action perform. That is my exit right there. So in the first place, let me declare as follows so that I can call the object jFrame. So I'm going to call it frame as well. It's going to give me an error because it wants me to import. Okay, let's import the swing jFrame right there, and in here I'll just speed that up, enters as follows. Now the other thing it wants me to import is to import the JO option. So click and select import swing option plane. There we go, that is it. Those two libraries are imported now. Okay, the next thing we want to do is to take care of the reset button. Okay, right click on the reset button and select the following action perform, and right here we enter jLabel years dot, so set text. I'm going to set that to no value, then I just copy this. Now jLabel weeks, no value, jLabel days, jLabel hours, jLabel, we have minutes, and finally jLabel seconds right there. Good, that's the reset. Okay, we also need to reset these two, so let's get their name here, copy that and come right in here, paste that in there, dot, that's a set, that will be set date. In this case that will become a null value. Alright, the second one is called jDateChooser 2, so we change this to 2. So that's everything reset. Now, okay, we can just try it out. Let's try that out and see. This one do nothing now, but if we just enter value in here, we can always just reset. That's fine. Exit works. That's cool. Okay, now let's take care of this. This will do all the calculation for us. Now right click and select event action perform right there. The first thing we need to do is to make sure we import as follows. These two must be imported, else there will be an error. Okay, now let's come back in there. Where is it? Double click on it. There we go. So I'm going to now enter as follows. Let's go for sample or simple date format. Okay, format equals, that's the name of my object, equals simple date format. So I'm going to copy that and just paste it right here, and the format is going to be year, month, and date right there. And now let's see, let's click on that and make sure it's correct here. We have spelling mistake there. Yeah, correct that. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to declare the following variable as date underscore off. Let's go for date of birth equals, there's no value in that, and the other one is going to be, let's close that, it's going to be today's date. Let's call it today's date. Yeah, those are my two variables. Now I'm going to use try catch any error. So let's go for date of birth first. Date of birth equals format dot parse, and what are we passing? That's going to be, let's say it's going to be the format as well, format dot format, and that is meant to be, let's open a bracket here, and that's going to be my dates chooser here. So it's going to be the second one. Let's grab the second one here. We'll just copy this. I'm copying because I don't want to have any error. Dot get date, yeah, and enter a semicolon there. Right. Okay, the second one, I'm just going to copy this and paste it right here. For the second one, and just change this to 1. Now let's change the variable. Copy and paste it right there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is let's catch whatever error that we might have. Exception E, and right. So that will be E dot P. Let it print subtrace. That's it. Alright, now that is done, the next thing is I'm going to now use long data type. So with the long data type, let's declare the following variable. Let's say long, let's call it date different equals date of birth dot get date. out, let's say get time. Now minus that from this very one here, paste another one here, just undo that, copy this, paste this here, and this is going to be .get time as well, right, semicolon. Okay, now that is done, let's declare one for long. I'm gonna go for hours. Hours in this case equals, let's find out, so the hours, let's say divided by 60 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 1000. Yeah, that's the hours. Now let's work out the minutes in hours. I'm gonna call that minutes, with an S, equals hours, multiply that by 60. Okay, let's go for seconds then. Let's copy seconds. In the case of seconds, it's going to be minutes. Here, multiply by 60. That will give me seconds. What about day? Let's come for day. Days equals hours divided by 24. That will give me the date. We now want weeks. Weeks equals day. Let's divide day by 7. That should give me weeks. Alright, that's fine. But there's something left I need to work out. Let's work out the year. Okay, in the case of the year, let's declare integer. So I'm going to call that integer. Let's call it different years. Different years in this case will be equals to, let's go for int different, this very one here, copy this and paste it right in there. Different, that's date different. Okay, then we divide that by 1000 and then divide by 60, divide again by 60, divided by 24, and come out here, divide by 360, right? So let's close this and close this right here. Okay, that should work for the year. Now that is taken care of, now let's come in here. I'm going to copy all of these so that we can insert all our answer in there. So now come in here, paste this here, and then we modify it. So that's going to become, let's clear this and just say long dot to string, yeah, that very one. And what is that going to be? That will be, oh, this is week. I'm dealing with week here. In the case of week, I'm just going to be putting enter weeks there. Alright, let's copy this. This is meant to be for year. Copy it and just paste it right there. In the case of year, that's going to be this very one. Copy that and paste it right here. Alright, let's align it on. Okay, let's continue. In the case of days, paste that in there. I will change this to days right here. That's the variable days. In the case of hours, repeat the same thing. Let's just fill it up first. Okay, now let's come into days is taking care of hours. Change that to hours and change this one to minutes. I think this very minute. Copy that, paste that in there. Then we have seconds. Copy and paste seconds here, right there, and these ones are not meant to be there. And I think that's it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, so have a good look at the lines of codes. Okay, from here, that's where I will carry out all of this calculation. Alright, let's take it down so that you can see all of the codes. Take it from up here and bring it down up to here. Let's move that up a little bit here and take this up as well so that you guys can see it. Okay, so let's compile and run, and there we go. Alright, this one has no purpose in there, so I'll select any whatever country. Let me go for New Zealand, and here I just select, let's say the date of birth 1980, and let's select month and maybe 24 and up to date. So up to date to calculate this, how old this guy is. There we go. He's 36 years old. He's paid 1,918 weeks on that. Date spent so far is 13,000 plus. Hours spent so far is 322,000 plus. And this is meant to be approximately 19 million plus up to 1 billion seconds spent on health. So guys, that is how you calculate lifetime records on health. So just before I leave, let me show you guys the codes again. Let's come in here, double click on exit, the lines of code for exit right here, but you must include this. Those are the lines of code for exit. And now the lines of code that calculates lifetime on health, from here to from up here. Okay, bring it down and there. Okay, have a good look at it again. Then finally we have the reset. Those are the lines of code for reset. So run it again, compile and run. There guys, this has no purpose, like I said. It's just for demonstration. So let's pick anything. Australia, that's fine. Date of birth, let's come in and make that up. For this fellow, he was born 1960. He's an old man. Let's say October and 15 and up to date there. So if we click on this, let's see how many. Those are these guys' data right there. So with that guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoy it, and please do subscribe and thumbs up. Have a nice day.